Hi, what up YouTube? It's Thrustmaster Gamer here, and in today's video, I kind of just wanted to show you guys something here. So, a few days ago, sadly, well I guess I was using it as the brake pedal, which is probably why it broke, but the gas pedal plate for my my Thrustmaster pedal set, it snapped off on me, and that's it's mainly because I'm running the 75-pound conical brake mod or whatever. Which, I mean, it comes with the Thrustmaster kit, so I mean, this wouldn't have happened if I was just using, you know, the normal brake pedal on there, but I decided to use the longer pedal here, because for my setup, it just, like, I don't know, it kind of helped me hit the brake pedal and the gas pedal at the same time. I don't know why, but for some reason it just, it worked better over here, just to, like, have extra brake pedal area. But because this metal piece here sticks out a little bit longer, there's a lot more leverage on it, and with the 75-pound conical brake mod, it was just a matter of time before that leverage just was too much for it and it snapped. And it doesn't help that super cheap, I don't know if you can see this, if this thing will focus or not, it's that super cheap, like, you know, China, like, pot metal or whatever, you know, 50% air, 50% the cheapest steel you could find. And so I went and I got myself these guys here. They are some Sparco pedals, so you got your gas pedal there, which I will be running on the actual gas pedal, and then you got your two brake and clutch plates there, and they got that nice diamond plate texture on them, so they'll be nice and grippy, but not like too grippy, you know. And you can tell, like, just through the package, they feel like really nice steel. Like, this is definitely like solid steel. And you know, Sparco actually makes, you know, racing products and shit. These are actually for a real car. These aren't even for, like, you know, racing sims or Thrustmaster products in particular or anything like that. They just happen to pretty much work, and we're gonna use them. And they were like 30 bucks on Amazon. They were a little pricey, but you know, it's better than having a broken pedal, and it sure is better than spending another what, $150, $180 on the. Actually, I don't know if it was that expensive, but it's pretty expensive for the Pro 3-pedal setup. So yeah, let's dig into this guy real quick, right? So we got ourselves a little knife here. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do this with one hand. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, this is the pedal. I mean, it seems nice, feels nice. It's got that nice cold steel feel to it. It is actually substantially thinner than the wow, I'm not even pointing at it. It is actually substantially thinner than the stock pedals, but I am confident that this is actually, is this steel or aluminum? All I know is that it's a solid piece of metal though, so that's good. And I will be putting this on the gas pedal, so it's not going to be, you know, subjected to any extreme forces or anything, so this should work out pretty well. If I understand correctly, I am going to have to drill holes in this, but these two should fit right out of the package, so that's good. But yeah, I'll see you guys during the installation phase here. So I did test these against the magnet, and they are indeed aluminum, which, you know, I'd prefer them to be steel, but, you know, aluminum's fine. As long as it's a solid piece of metal, that's pretty nice. You guys are probably loving all these amazing angles. It's really hard to do this shit with one hand. Gotta give it to those vloggers, man. They really got that shit down. So we're just gonna start with the easy ones here. I'm definitely gonna do the gas pedal last, because I pretty much know I'm gonna have to drill holes. Because I watched a video before I bought these, so I know what I got myself into here. And so you guys know what you're getting yourself into here as well. You're probably gonna have to drill some holes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be drilling holes here. So yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal though. You get yourself a drill bit and a drill if you don't already have them. They're not expensive. Go to Harbor Freight. You can get probably everything you need for less than $25, and you'd be good to go. And you'd have yourself a drill and drill bits for the future, which, you know, it's a good thing to have, so you might as well just get it anyway. Alright, so here is where things get interesting. That's the current position there. So I could have them, I think that's good. Put them on these two upper ones here, and I guess that'll go, what, there, I guess? And this one here, yeah, that pretty much fits through, it looks like. Kind of looks like just barely, like I might have to kind of force it, but oh yeah, it's just barely. It's pretty torqued in there, but it is in there nonetheless. Oh, that's gonna be fun to actually mount on here. Alright, so I'm gonna get this thing started, and then we'll come back. Right now it's really started in there. Before it wasn't actually threaded, now it's actually starting to thread in there. So yeah, it's barely working. It's requiring a little bit more elbow grease or knuckle grease, I guess, in this situation here. But it's going in nonetheless, so that's good. What the fuck is happening here? That's not good. Right, so I got it figured out for these guys. You don't have to drill any holes, but what you will have to do is, you might not be able to tell, but the hole on the left is slightly more gorged out than the one on the right. Well, first I tried a file and it took too long, but I took a Dremel and I just kind of like this lower portion of this one, I ground that out a little bit, and the upper portion of this one I ground out a little bit, because these holes were a little bit closer together than the holes in this plastic piece here, but I finally got them to start threading on there, so that's nice. They're a little bit wonky in there, but they are contacting the threads. So yeah, that's nice and solid. I like that. That looks pretty fucking good if I say so myself. So yeah, I'm just gonna slap the brake pedal on now real quick. So I've got both the brake and the clutch on, and they're looking really nice. I'm actually really liking these pedals. But now we're moving on to the fun part, which is the gas pedal here. You may or may not notice, but there's really no points of interest that line up. For some reason, like that gap right there would be like kind of close, I think. But like, why the fuck would you run that shit diagonally? It doesn't even make sense. Like, I guess you could run it like that, but like, again, why the fuck would you? That's stupid. So what I saw, I think, in the initial video, and at least like most tutorials and stuff that I saw that use these, or I guess like picture reviews on Amazon, that kind of thing, they would utilize this top hole here and put that where the top mount screw would be here, and then they would drill out the other hole in the middle here next to this one, but probably like slightly downward. So I'll have to take this plate off and mark on the back where to drill, and then yeah, it should be as easy as just drilling out that hole. I don't know, I might try to figure out a way to countersink it a little bit. But yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. Let's do that real quick. We got the gas pedal off of here, and so what we're gonna do now is we have the top hole, you know, held in by the screw on this thing here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing as you know straight and parallel with the the throttle pedal as we can. And then we're going to take, if I had a pencil small enough to go in there, I'd use a pencil. But, I'm probably just going to use a nail, stick it in there while it's lined up, and then just kind of bang on it real quick to get a nice little point, to get a center punch point for the drill, basically, so it has a place to seat in there. And then once you do that, it's as simple as just putting a drill bit onto the point that you mark and drilling away. I'm going to be using a drill press. You could obviously use a hand drill. It's a single hole and it's through aluminum, so it's not like it's going to be difficult at all. It's just like if you have a drill press, you use it, because why not? So yeah, I'll see you guys when this thing is all done. Finally got all three of them on there. For the gas pedal, it wasn't that hard to drill the hole. So what I did actually was I drilled the hole through, and then I got a bigger bit. I think I got like a 1/4 inch bit, and I didn't do it quite as extreme as the countersinks are there, but I did countersink it a little bit. I just took a bigger bit and I kind of just ran it about halfway to get that nice little divot there. If you have countersink bits, that would be ideal. You could use a countersink bit and actually countersink it, but using a bigger drill bit does help. As you can see, it is still a little bit raised there. It's not fully flush, but it does help a lot. So I mean, I would recommend at least trying to countersink it a little bit, just using a bigger drill bit, even if if that's all you got or whatever, just because that does help. But yeah, it works great. It feels nice and solid. All of them do. They feel great. In comparison to the old pedals, they're not much bigger, but their footprint is a little bit bigger. They're square shaped, so they are a little bit wider in certain areas. Like you can see here where it kind of concaves in there. There's no material there, and then on that convex side you lose some material up there and down here. So you get a much more uniform shape, and so you get a much larger footprint for more grip and everything. I almost want to say that they are slightly longer too. There's maybe like 1 millimeter or 2 they're longer, and then like the overall width, I'd say they're probably about like 1 millimeter wider overall, aside from what's made up by that concave end there. But yeah, I like them. I like them so far. I haven't quite tested them out yet. I'll be testing them out in my next BeamNG video, or actually the not the next one, but the one after the next one, because I've already recorded the next one. So it'll be the one after that one will be the first one featuring this new pedal set. But just sitting in the chair and testing it out real quick, it feels really nice because having this this little lip here makes the motion for heel toe, it makes it a lot smoother and a lot easier in my opinion. If you look at the old pedal here, this is the broken off portion. I mean, they kind of had a little area that stuck out there for the heel toe in, but it's really not very significant and barely made a difference. This one is quite significant. They give you close to a fucking inch that sticks out there, so that's really nice. I would definitely recommend getting this pedal mod. I don't know if I could recommend it if you didn't already need to replace the pedal plates, because although the pedal plates that come with it are kind of chintzy and cheap, they are like somewhat solid, and if you use them correctly they will last. I was using them incorrectly, and that's why the gas pedal plate ended up breaking, because I was using it on the 75-pound brake pedal here, so all that extra leverage ended up snapping it. So in the end it was my fault, but you know, spending 30, you know, 25, 30 bucks on these guys here to replace this isn't that big of a deal when you've already broken them, and they don't really sell, you can't really just buy these. They don't really sell parts for these Thrustmaster things. For whatever reason, you just can't buy them. Most aftermarket pedal plates that they make for, you know, like real cars will to an extent fit all of these things. Whether it's Thrustmaster or whatever, you can usually find something that'll fit it. If not, you just gotta drill like maybe one hole like I did here, and that's not really a big deal. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys got some cool ideas or learned something about some modifications you can make to your Thrustmaster setup here. I'm definitely liking just the aesthetics of it, but also it's just a really solid setup and it looks great. I'm loving it so far, and I haven't even like really tested it yet. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it for now, and this has been Plock the Master Gamer, and I'll see you guys in the next BeamNG video. So yeah, peace out.